Good morning, everyone. How is everybody doing out there? See, there's people already in here. Don't be tardy to the party. How are you doing? Mark Keaton, how you doing? Uh, John Wilson, wow, I caught the live stream. You are 13 hours ahead of me here in Texas. Yeah, a lot of people say they miss the live stream. When are we going to do the live streams and stuff? So I just put it out there as to let people know, hey, here's when we're doing it and what time, and that way they can. It's always Filipino time and date. I know it's different elsewhere, but it's always Filipino time and date. Ricky USA, how you doing, Ricky? Jim Shield, hello, how are you? Off the top rope. Joseph, how you doing, Joseph? Good morning, James. How's James Lonergan doing? Hello from Illinois, Jason. Here comes the ads. Ad money. Glenn Armstrong, hi from Pattaya, Thailand. How you doing? Dennis Brock, how are you doing? Dennis, how's everything down your way? You guys still got your store open and running? The lockdown brought me here. I'm new to your channel. Bit intro into myself. Retired U.S. Navy from San Diego. Been here since 1991. I was stationed in Norfolk, San Diego, Hawaii. Grew up in Angeles City. Emmanuel, thanks for joining the chat. A little bit about Emmanuel. Look it up, Brian. Hello from Salt Lake City. Christopher Campbell, hello. How are you doing, Christopher Campbell? Bruce, how are you? Bruce and Vanjie. How is everything in Florida? What are we at here? Sorry, guys, are coming in. Love those live streams. All I need to stay up and watch them. I usually watch the other videos with my breakfast. Good day, Rich. Daryl Thompson. Kathy Hopkins. Hello, Kathy Hopkins. Hello, everyone. Mugs, it's organic. Yes, we do, but it's getting hard to stock here. Yeah, Dennis, it's hard here too. We can get what is at the market, the main market, but other things like the noodle boxes and just other things that we usually bought at Jumbo Genera. We can go to Jumbo Genera, but they have limited stock, so we don't have that. But we do have all our fruits, or not fruits, but vegetables and meats. That's not a problem. But the other stuff, we don't even bother anymore. There is a place, Look can actually order online. There's a place she orders online, but half the stuff is gone. It's never there. She'll place the order and then they'll send her a message. Sorry, we're out of stock. Hello from New York City, Philly. In your next vlog, could you show the walking street? Also, is the V shop open? It's always to yours, Joseph Fernandez. I can show the walk. Matter of fact, I got to get up that way tomorrow. Excuse me. The one store is open that I know of, a new one that I found. The other ones, I don't think they're open. But I got to get up that way tomorrow. I don't know if you can still walk down the street or not. I have no clue. I have no clue what makes that street, maybe 1 or 2 blocks long street, so special here in Angeles City that you can't walk down. I don't know what makes it so special. I don't know why they have it shut off, why you can't walk down it. Are there things going on they don't want you to see? Who knows? But yeah, I'm going to get up that way, and tomorrow, like I said, there's a store I got to go to, and I'm going to head up that way, and I will try, see if I can get back on the street. Where are we at here? Sorry. Good morning from New Jersey. Mark from New Jersey. Luisa Morgado is here. There she is. Luisa Morgado is here. She's at the store right now, busy. Good morning, Brian. Denmark checking in. Anders Jesper Jensen. I guess that's how you say it. No, Raymond. That's not a cough from that. That's a cough from this. Yeah, you got it right, Michael. I just came here to read the comments. All right, there. We'll put yours up there. Oh, not that one. I just came here to read where you at here. There we go. Came here to read the comments. Vargos live there, same as any barangay. My pregnant Philippine wife from Balibago is due in September, but Australian lockdown until last November. Now they're saying, congratulations to you and your Filipino wife, Christopher. You know what? Here's a funny thing. I don't know if it's funny, but I'm losing it, trying to find out where I'm at. They're saying they got this new, maybe the streets are blocked off where they are printing all the money. Could be. They're saying general community quarantine. We got the enhanced community quarantine. Then we got next is general community quarantine. These are the new things they're putting on, and everybody's talking about, but I'm just going to put my 2 cents in on general community quarantine, which I don't think is going to go into effect here. Luisa Margado, hello. Which I don't think it's going to go into effect till April 15th or May 15th if they lift it here. But that's supposed to be they're going to ease up. They're going to let more businesses open. Here's the one I find funny. They're going to open up the mall, but only certain stores in the mall. Also, they're going to not turn the air conditioning up in the mall. They're going to keep it low. I guess with the thought of we keep it low, that will keep the people from coming to the mall to get out of the heat and and give somewhere to go. So they're going to keep the air conditioning down. And maybe I will be wrong about this, and hopefully I am. That ain't going to stop the people from going to the mall. People want to get out, and they want to go somewhere. And they want to be able to walk around. And if they open up the malls, yeah, limited stores, they're saying, yeah, they'll lower the air conditioning so people won't want to be there for it. I don't think it's going to matter. That's just my 2 cents. Hopefully I'm wrong. And everything that they're putting out there, malls, stores, businesses open, this open. The key thing that they're saying in all of them, with practicing social distancing, that's what they're saying. Everything is, okay, this can open, practice social distancing. This can open, but you had to practice social distancing. This can open, but you had to practice social distancing. Unless, and I've seen it with our store and everything else I've seen, unless you have someone there telling the people, hey, practice social distance, or tell them, listen, you stand there, it ain't going to happen. You know, it's a sad reality. People might say, oh, you know, you're talking out your ass. It's sad reality. I've seen it here. Maybe it's just Angeles City. I can only speak, like I said, for Angeles City, the Wild Wild West, I call it. But yeah, what a general community quarantine is what they're saying, where they're going to start opening up. But everything is, after it says what's opening, it says with practicing social distancing. Another one is, you know, wearing your face mask. Wear your face mask. You have to wear your face mask. Hey, whatever. I mean, wear it. What's the problem? I seen it again. Another guy, a YouTuber. I guess he's a YouTuber. I mean, he has a channel. Walking down the street, showing himself on camera, says, I refuse to wear a face mask. I refuse to wear a face mask. I'm not putting on a face mask. An expat. Okay. I guarantee you they come up to you and tell you flat out, listen, here, you got 1,000 peso fine. To put that mask on. I guarantee if they tell them, hey, listen, if we catch you again without that face mask, we will kick you out of the country. You're a foreigner here. You're not better than the people. What makes you think you're better than the people? You don't wear that mask, we'll kick you out. I guarantee you he'll put that mask on. But he says, and he refuses to wear a mask. Complete disrespect to the people here in the Philippines. Complete disrespect to the Philippines itself. That's how I look at it. But they're saying, yeah, that's what they're saying. But I could, other people have gone into more in depth about the community quarantine and the general quarantine. What else? The air flights here coming and going, and visas, and everybody, they got into all that. I'm not really going to get into all that. Like I said, people can make predictions and stuff, but the bottom line is time will tell. Time will tell. 197,000 watching. Wow. Holy cow. That's a record. 197,000 watching. Awesome. Good morning from South Lake Tahoe. 25% of the people here wear masks. Good morning, Tim. I remember I didn't like face masks too until huge brown guy with a big stick approached me. I said, yes, boss. Yes, boss. Yeah. Rayman, so why the virus is prevalent in the summertime as opposed to the winter months? I don't know. Leo, what's the latest? The kids under the bridge. I said this, as soon as I can get there, I will get down there. I will film it. From my understanding, they had to scale back on some of that feeding because of the social distancing, because of the mask, because it became a security issue. So I heard they had to kind of scale back. There still are, I think, from my understanding, some are still getting fed, but just not on a big scale. Once I have the ability to get down there and film, I will get down there. I will film it. But I can't get down there. I'm staying in contact with the guy that's running it still. And as soon as everything is back to where they can get down there, and I will get down there. That's all I know that's going on. I have any pictures of just 22,220, 202,000 now. Well, last time you say Anna? The last time I seen her is when I seen her on the video. I haven't been up that way. But like I said, tomorrow I have to go up that way. I think it's 205 viewers. I think you're right, Bob. I'm going to see some. You on YouTube, right? This is all new to me. Oh. Hope it don't click off. Let me see. Spinning and spinning. I'm going to click that off. I will click that off. I was trying to do some. Tamara says, I don't think the guy not wearing a mask to disrespect the Philippines. It's not as large as that. It's more about personal freedom. What's next if they say you don't have to wear a dress? Well, Tom, that's personal opinion there. They're asking people to wear a mask. And as an expat here in the Philippines, you're a guest. You're a guest here. So would you invite a guest into your house and say, hey, we want everybody to wear masks, and then your guest disrespects you in your own house by not wearing a mask? That's how I look at it, Tom. I think it's disrespect. Maybe it's personal freedom. That's how you look at it. But to me, and I think a lot of people look at it as, it's disrespectful. You're being asked to do it in the country for what's going on. You're a guest here. You don't have to be here. But like I said, I guarantee if they tell them flat out, Either wear a mask or as a guest in our country, in our house, if you don't wear it, we're going to ask you to leave. They, you know, you might think that's crazy, but they could do that here. Where are we at? Sorry. I won't be told what to do. That's socialism, not this guy. All right, Bill. There are masks that are hard to breathe in, Brian. Yeah, there are. No, Mike, I don't know anybody with the chimp virus. Let's talk about whatever you want. Live stream doesn't talk about B2. B2's outside. B2's outside. Both of them are outside. I think choice inside. Bring them in the afternoon when it starts getting hot out, and let them stay inside and sleep in the afternoon. Where are we at? I wear a mask and a face shield when I go to the bank. I haven't been to the bank. I've been to the banks here to just withdraw money from the ATM, because here's what's going on. I don't know if I mentioned this or not. It's B2, Bruce. It's B2. I don't know if I've mentioned this or not, but the like my bank, how I bank here, what I do is I go to the bank every month and I write a check and I deposit it. Now it takes 27 days for it to clear, and I got to wait to 27 days for it to clear. But what I did, now that's a cash account, and what I did was I deposited a significant amount of money into my bank account when I first got here and opened that cash account. So when I wrote that check, I had money in there to where I'd have to worry about that clearing. I could draw from it. Well, now with this going on, I can't go to the bank and write a check. They won't accept a cash check into my cash account until I guess we're off this enhanced community quarantine, and I guess the banking system's back up running at 100%. Tom and Ruth, hello, Tom and Ruth, hello. But that's another thing you got to think about when you come here. How do you plan on doing your banking here? You know, if you plan, all right, I'm only going to put so much in a bank account, and every month I'm going to write a check and wait for it to clear. Now you got to dip into your account because you can't write that check for it to clear. And you better hope you have enough in there to draw from that you don't run out, or you don't have to panic. I won't use, last resort, I will use my ATM card from America because I still have my U.S. bank account. And I will use that to withdraw money. Last resort. Why last resort? Because when it's all done and said, when my bank charges me, the bank I done it through, it charges me. International, it's crazy. It's almost $30. You know, it's almost $30. And I think I'm only limited to maybe 200 pesos. So maybe, what's that? 2,000, no, 10,000 pesos. So that's like $200. So for every 200, I got to spend 30. So that's why I don't use my ATM card from my bank in America here. But yeah, you got to think about that. You can't see girls pretty smile when they're wearing a mask. That is true, Tom. That is true. I was sitting at the store looking at people, because you can only see their eyes, you know, but you can always tell when they smile because their eyes squint. You can always tell when they smile. Brian, throw some fuel on Mad Max if you're going to do a walk, street run, but don't let another guy hit you again. Sorry, sir. David Rich, thank you. Thank you for the super chat. Ed Lippett, how you doing, Ed? Ed's still in lockdown. Oh, here's another thing. I'll get back to the Mad Max bump in. They're saying, still with this general community quarantine that they're going to implement next, senior citizens, high risk, senior citizens and pregnant women are not allowed to go out still. Let me see. When did we start this? April, May, June, July, August. Like they're saying September, maybe. Well, that's what, 6, 7 months, 5 months. You know how many women are going to be pregnant that aren't going to be able to go out? Yeah. Where are we at? Oh, Mad Max got bumped into. Yeah, a couple people. Well, yeah. Well, you looked like you were pulling out to go around a trike, and you didn't look. I've been living here long enough, been driving long enough. I look in my mirrors every time I make a move. You have to. You have to. I was sitting there. If you look at the video, I was sitting there. I was sitting there because I was reading the back of the guy's sticker about saying for family use only or personal use only or whatever. Meanwhile, he stopped and he picked up a guy. I was sitting there reading that. That dude came up behind me on a trike. He went out and around, and his trike bumped the box. I wasn't making a move to go around, and he bumped me on the box. And like I said, and I said this in other videos. I've said this in other videos. Even though there's nobody on the road, you still have to look in your mirrors. You have to look around because there's always going to be that one knucklehead that could possibly run into you or make a move in front of you. But yeah, that's what happened. Like how I finish my visa if I'm stuck until September. Here's another one. What about people that are here now who have they've extended all their visas? Their next visa is they have to leave. They have to leave the country to renew their visa. They can't stay. They've extended and extended and extended and extended. They're at that point now they have to leave. And now when they say, okay, the visa offices are open, you can go down there now, and you can go down there and you can renew your visas, get those guys that need to extend for another month or 2 months or whatever, go down there, get your visas renewed. What about that guy who has to leave the country? Like they won't give him any more visas. You've maxed out your stay here in the Philippines. The only way you can continue on your visa is if you fly out of here and you fly out of the country, then you fly back in. Now, what happens if he can't get back in? What happens? He can't get back in because they're not allowing people to fly back into the States or back into the Philippines. What's that guy going to do? You see, he legally can't stay here in the Philippines because his visa has expired, and the only way for him to continue to stay here is he has to leave and come back. So what's that guy going to do? If you cannot leave, the visa will just be extended. So they'll make an exception to the law, Rain Man? Will they make an exception to the law? Well, they say, okay, the law says you got to leave the country to come back, but we'll make an exception just for you. I don't know. You should beat him up. Steven says that's one of the best answers I've seen. Steven says you should beat him up. And yeah, they got problems. What's going to happen? I don't know. I'm in the situation. I've been here 6 months, starting mid-May. There's another one. I like buying stamp upon entry with your Filipino wife from abroad. You can stay 12 months without any clearance certifications. I agree on that one too. But what if your balikbayan extension is up? I guess maybe you're married, so you're a Filipino, or you're married to a Filipino. You're under a balikbayan stamp. So I guess if that runs out, you can just go down there and switch it to a visitor's visa. I would imagine that's what you could do. I had a friend who applied for his 13A permanent resident visa. After a year, he said, you know what, I'm going back to the States, but I'm not leaving now. He switched his 13A back to a visitor's visa. So I would imagine you could do that. If masks are a violation of my rights, what about pants? Because I'm staying in the Philippines for 13 years without a valid visa. Yeah, Raymond, you're right. And you know what? Derek, yes, she enjoyed her day off. Just relaxed. We relaxed, didn't do anything. Hung out, relaxed, watched TV, sat near. She slept, she napped. Yes, she enjoyed her day off. Here's another thing too. I mean, there's people here that they are under, they've let their visas expire. Daniel, thank you for the super chat. Thanks, Bruce. Their visas have expired. They're not going anywhere. They can't go anywhere. They've come here, and I've said this before in the past many times. There's certain people that they should just remove them. They come here to get away from things. Whatever it is, child support, alimony support, things like that. They can run, but they can't hide. I know people right now. I've seen court documents and stuff. There's a person right now said, I'm coming to the Philippines. I'm not paying my child support, and this and that and this and that. Okay, yeah, you're going to get away with it for so long. Court's eventually going to catch up to you. You're going to get to the point where you owe so much money. They're going to say, yep, let me pull that passport. The passport is pulled. Now you're stuck in the Philippines. Now you can't leave. Now you can't go anywhere. You can't even go down. You can't extend your visa because once you go there, they're going to say, oh, your passport's been pulled. Basically, what you're doing is you're staying here in the Philippines illegal. So there's a lot of people. There's probably more people here than you can probably count that are here with extent or visas that are no good anymore. They never renewed, or financially or legally they can't, or they're all going to catch up to them eventually. I can understand, and I always thought this too. People who won't pay their child support should go to jail. You're right. I mean, I can, and there's people that are going to argue with me. I paid child support for years, and other real men have paid child support for years and years and years. They're ordered. They're real men. They did it. But they come here and they think they're going to get away with it. Eventually, they'll catch up to them. And I always thought, what if you're like really super old? And you have no plans to go back to the States or wherever you come from. And women too. And you go, I have no family to go home to. And they just say, I'm just going to die here. You know what I'm saying? And they let it expire. They're old. What does they matter? Raymond, our friend Joseph met from Manila, had his USA passport removed for outstanding child support. I hope he's doing okay. Raymond, yeah. And here's the thing with Joseph. Joseph openly and honestly admitted it, that he was behind. He explained his legal issues. His kids are up and grown. Those were old past things. But he openly and honestly admitted it. Hey, I have this situation. I'm rectifying it right now. They did this to me. I can respect him for the fact that he openly admitted it. But you got people out there right now, and I'm going to call them out. They're big YouTubers here that owe lots and lots of money in child support, and they can't even address that. They can't even address it. And that's the kind of stuff that, it works me up and it pisses me off. They got people fooled. And you know what? I don't care if people give me crap about it or not. They got people fooled. And I can't stand that. And there's court documents out there, and I read them, that prove it. He can make up all the stories he wants. Oh, that's not true. That's not true. When it's in black and white, court documents and I'm reading it and other people are reading it, you can't dispute that. Got people fooled, and I can't stand that. But Joseph at least honestly admitted that. Oh, Kathy, I can't stand that. And you know, I might catch heat from this one, but I don't care. I don't care. Let's call it what it is. It's not a man. It's a fake. It's a phony. Can't pay child support, and then the kid, and then the poor kid, he cries out. He wants to see his dad. It doesn't matter. Here's how I look. It doesn't matter if you had an issue with the ex-wife. If you don't get along and you can't stand her and she can't stand you and this and that, that's okay. Whatever. That's your issue. But you know what? You still have a child. And when your child wants to see you and your child begs to see you and you don't do it, man, you're a piece of shit. Let's admit it. You're a piece of shit. And you got people fooled. You talk about, I don't want to get into it. I don't want to get in it because it makes me sick. Anyways, Bill Gates is an asshole. I don't know. I don't have no problem with Bill Gates. No, I'm not talking about Geo. No, not talking about Geo. Another, whatever. I mean, you could be right, Rich. You could be very right on that one. What about mothers who hasn't paid? Same thing, Gene. Same thing. The mothers who don't. The mothers who don't pay it either. They should be paying too. They should be held accountable too. Same thing that happens to the man should happen to the woman who doesn't pay the child support. Sometimes the kid's better off not being around those guys. Even still, you owe child support. Pay your child support. Quit running to the Philippines. Quit trying to avoid it, especially when, if I were to guess this person, because of the things I've seen, this person is probably banking. He's a retired vet at 100%, running a YouTube channel. I know roughly how much he's making because I know how much I'm making compared to how much views and stuff he's bringing. This guy is probably banking at least $4,500 to, if not $5,000 US a month living in the Philippines. Yet he can't pay his child support. Piece of garbage. Anyways, but nobody talks about black children in America whose absent fathers only cry about the others, who's crying for them. You're right, expat at large. It's a vicious cycle. It's a vicious cycle. Making big money, 4 to 5 grand living in the Philippines. That's like I always say, double what you're making here in the Philippines. But if you're making 4 to 5 grand here, that'd be like making almost $10,000 US a month in the Philippines, or in the States. Yeah, Eddie still has it. There is a special place in hell for. And what makes me sick is he's got so many people fooled. Just watch, within a couple months, if you don't see him traveling, when you're allowed to travel, he's going to do and run around and do this and do that, you'll know why. His visa has been pulled. Child is innocent and needs to eat. Plus, biological needs to feed our own. Bob, take care, Bob. Thanks for stopping in. Does he wear a hat sometimes? I can put a link in what I want. How's the food situation? People, here's the thing. People are still coming to our store every day and buying. Every day, same customers repeating. Occasionally we get some new ones here and there, but same. It's the same. People are still coming. They're still buying. I don't know. I know it's, and I always say I can only talk for what's going on in Angeles City. It seems like people, I think what's happening, people are helping people too. People that have money are helping people that don't have money. People that have money are helping feed other people that don't have money. As far as them coming around here in our area, like I said the other day, they came around twice. The first time they just pick and choose who they wanted. Second time they were given, but that was 3 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago. I don't know. I mean, it seems like, but like I said, I'm sure elsewhere, and I know elsewhere, people are hurting. Tom says, after that rant, I'm glad I don't have any kids. I can keep going on. Child support in USA, your wages are taken from no child support finally. Yeah, I mean, I paid it for years. I did without for years and years and years. And the last time I got paid that last one, and I got that letter saying my obligation to the court of such and such, and this and that has been fulfilled. I jumped up and down. I was happy. I was joyous. But I did without. You have to do without. Money goes to your kids. And there's people out there that say, well, my ex-wife, she remarried. She has a new husband. They make good money. And it is what it is. It is what it is. The courts don't look at it and say, hey, the new father's not responsible. The father is responsible. It is what it is. You're ordered to do it. And, you know, when you don't order it, when you don't pay it, what happens too is you're found in contempt of court. The court says, okay, this man hasn't fulfilled his obligation. He's in contempt of court. Now they issue a warrant for your arrest. They're not going to run, and they're not going to jump on you, and they're not going to hunt you down. That's why a lot of them hide out here in the Philippines and other places. They're not going to hunt you down. As soon as you go back to the States, you might go through immigration or whatever. Oh, wait, this guy has a contempt of court order in Ohio or in California or in Las Vegas or in wherever. Now they got you. Now they got you. You're buffering since you switched over. Oh, thank you, Derek. 4 to 5K per month is a lot of money. Yes, it is, Mark. Yes, it is. It's a lot of money. A lot of money. 4 to 5K. And if you can't pay 1,000 or whatever it could be per month out of that for child support, yet still live here in the Philippines, come on. That means, oh, you're living here on 3,000 a month. Dude, you can live here on 3,000. Uncle Sam stopped paying a widow when she remarries. I think they stopped paying that. I'm not sure what you're talking about, Bruce. Hey, Brian, what part of Philly from? I'm from North Philly. I'm from the suburbs of Philly. See, people say, oh, where you? I'm from the suburbs of Philly. How Philly, it rolls. Philadelphia Center City, then it rolls out into the suburbs. And I'm from the suburbs of Philly, yet we always, we spend so much time in Philadelphia. And the reason we call it Philly is because, well, you know, it's short for Philadelphia. So, but yeah, Philly, suburbs of Philly, out by King of Prussia. Hi, Brian, I chased my ex for child support for 15 years, you know. So maybe you might not get it. Maybe you will. I mean, if there's a standing court order, they have to get it. If there's no standing court order for child support, then there's not. But if there's a standing court order and you choose to ignore it, that's what do they call that? You're found in contempt of court. Not too many white dudes are from city of Philly itself. You're right. Expat at large. You know what? And guys used to always tell me this. In the prison, I would say to them, "Hey, what if I went down to 25th and Tasker, where you're from, would I get hurt? And they would tell me, nah, you wouldn't get hurt. I'm like, why? Because you're the only white guy in the area. They would think you're a cop or something like that, so they're not going to bother you. Yeah. My son went to school in Phoenix. Cheaper to keep her. I'm only rated 50%, but still here on about 900 per month. Yeah, this person's at 100. I hated that drive down the Northeast Extension. You know what, Ed? There were guys every single day that would drive from Wilkes-Barre, Scranton, all the way down to the prison I worked in. Like a 2-hour drive one way. Every day they did it. Every single day they did it. Crazy. Because they couldn't, their jobs were hard to find up in that area. Good paying jobs. I don't have any illegitimate kids, but I'm willing to try. Oh, where are we at here? I don't know this one. Expat at large. Been tons of men who are forced by the courts to pay child support for kids that are not theirs just because they found out too late they were put on birth certificate. I would imagine that's like, here's another thing. If someone accused me and they said, hey, you're my daddy's baby. You're my daddy's baby. You're my baby's daddy, my daddy's baby. You're my baby's daddy. And they accused me of that. And I know for a fact I was not the father of a child. If I had a vasectomy, which I had a vasectomy for years and years, and they said, oh, you're the father of my child. Okay. Let's go get a blood work test done. Let's go right now. Because you know what? Vasectomies, yes. I would probably say they're 99.9% right. But what if you happen to be that 1%? What if you happen to be that 1%, you know, that like the 1% that win the lottery? What if that happened to be you? And the girl says, oh, no, you're the father of my child. Da, da, da. First thing I would do is I would say, let's go get a DNA test. Let's go. Let's go prove that you're either right or you're wrong. Let's go. Why would you say, no, I'm not. I'm not. I've had a vasectomy. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. You know, you slept with the girl. You know, why would you say, no, I'm not? You don't know. Simple. Go get a vasectomy. Why wouldn't you go get a vasectomy? Maybe you're afraid you are. Maybe you are that one lucky percent that got the girl pregnant, but why wouldn't you? But yeah, I would go get a DNA. I'd go get a, you know, find out if it's mine. Yes or no. Simple as that. After that, everybody then can just shut their mouths. They can say, I was wrong. You proved me wrong. But why not? I couldn't imagine it being that expensive here in the Philippines. Matter of fact, there's a sign. It's up by the famous stop sign here that says something about DNA testing. I would imagine it's probably dirt cheap here in the Philippines. But yeah, go get a DNA test. Then you can shut everybody up that says that you are the father or whatever. Where are we at here? I'm rambling. Somebody signed the birth certificate and finds out too late. Cheated, not his. He still has to pay the child support. Like I said, Bruce, I would imagine, though, you could go get a DNA test and then present that to the court. You know, I made a mistake. I thought it was, and now it's not. I don't know. But I do know there are people out there. Matter of fact, I know quite a bit of people. They know for a fact. I mean, it's like my situation too. You know for a fact that, you know, the child's not yours, but you know what? You're willing to still, you know, take care of the child as if it was yours. Got to call Maury Povich. Jerry Springer is a good show for that. Yeah, Maury Povich was the one. In Texas, paternity doesn't matter. If they knew your daddy, you're going to pay. Where are we at here? I knew your daddy you were going to pay. My friend asked for a DNA test, and the judge told him he would put him in prison if he had it done. Well, I mean, then again, what does the law state? What does the law state? A judge can just say, all right, you get that done, I'm going to put you in prison. What does the law state? If they knew you as daddy, you're going to pay. Oh, okay. Understandable. I guess, if a person's with another person for 10 years and they have kids and common law marriage, I don't know if that even exists, and they have children together and they raise them as their family and everything like that, and say after 10 years, 15 years, the kids are young, 8, 10, whatever, and yeah, you can look at it like that. We've been together. These are our kids. I don't know. Maybe I'm just talking stupid. I don't know. Marriage or not. Diotes says tourism might not get out until next January. I don't know. People are. Hang on. Expat at large. The only one more for someone who will pay for another kid, especially if it's through simp. I'm not sure. Simp. Is this simp that all these people talk about? Simp. Oh, you're a simp. You're a simp. You kiss your girlfriend Filipino's wife's ass, and you're a simp. I don't get these words. Where was that? Somebody was saying about travel. I think somebody was talking about travel. Travel here. I'm not sure. I mean, I know other channels have been talking about traveling and visas and in and out. When are they going to allow traveling into the Philippines and this? I don't know. I watch other people that have done videos about it and talked about it, and that's where I get my information from them. But the thing is, time will tell. I mean, first of all, they get a cure. All the bargaining chips now are off the table. We got a cure. Why haven't they had a cure yet? With all the great scientists in the world trying to find this cure, why haven't they? Or have they? Have they? They're just waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. Why haven't they found it? But once they find a cure, all the bargaining chips are off the table then. Have a great day, Philly. Scott, an expat in the Philippines. Got it. Take care, Scott. Thanks for stopping in. Yeah, Kathy, I can't wait either. I just can't wait to go to SNR at this point in time. Bill Pro, what's up? Can I adopt a dog from the Philippines? Yes, you can, Stephen. When you get here, you can. Anyways, guys, we are at 50 minutes now. Vaccines are going to take over a year to develop and test if they get lucky. All right. I'm going to go. I'm going to sign off. Thanks for stopping in. Thank you for saying hello. Got to go pick up wood at the store. What else? Nothing really else. I don't need to go shopping anywhere, so I'm not going out. Tomorrow I will. Tomorrow I'm going to leave from the store, walk up the street. There's a couple of new things going on that I've seen. And I don't know. Somebody told I'll film it. I'll show you guys. But somebody said try to walk up the walking street. Try to wake up the walking street run. Yeah, if I took off running, they'll catch me. I got a bum knee, a bum ankle. But anyways, guys, thanks for stopping in. Thanks for saying hello. Rayman, take care, Rayman. Expat at Large, Kathy, Bruce, James, Derek, Dan, everybody that's still left. Thanks for stopping in. Thanks for saying hello. And we'll talk to you guys later.